request again Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, Director of National Institute of Technology, Calicut, to address the audience. A round of applause, please, for Dr. Shivaji.
Well, very good evening. I was just thinking about one thing, let me share. In economics, we learned something called law of diminishing returns. And what we are experiencing now is law of diminishing talking time, and another one, law of diminishing distinguished audience. So with this background, I will stick to 5 minutes timeline. I don't have PowerPoint presentation because sometimes PowerPoint is advantageous, sometimes not. This is not the time for PowerPoint presentation. Learning outcomes are many. I will not go into all that. I will just talk about one issue, quality. We all talk about quality. But I will put forward a question. Should we think about quality delinking it from the socio-economic realities? Because we all know that quality at different strata of the society does not carry the same meaning. So there will be centers of excellence where education will be given at much higher quality level. But there will be other institutions which will serve the general masses. And if we want that the same quality level has to be there at the centers of excellence and all those other institutions, probably we are not on the right track. It is not going to work. The second point I will like to raise is another debatable issue, that whether we go for breadth or depth in our learning. Now here I will point out that if it is undergraduate studies, then I will go for breadth. The undergraduate student should have a breadth of knowledge. And if it is a postgraduate or the higher level like PhD, then I will go for depth of knowledge. And that will definitely increase our outcomes. Then a very debatable point I will raise, that whether we will prepare our undergraduate student as a ready-made product for industry. This is many times people now are discussing. My opinion is negative. We should not prepare our student ready-made for an industry, because we don't know where our product will be. Our product could be in academia, our product could be in research institution, our product could be in industry, our product could be in research labs, our product could be entrepreneurs. So therefore, we should not prepare products which will be just ready for industry. Therefore, molding of graduates for the industry is an issue, but I personally feel that our educational institutes should impart foundational knowledge so that the foundations are strong, and our product will build on that foundation later on wherever there may be. Then another issue that I will raise is that the subjects that we are going to teach so that our outcomes are better, in my opinion, they should be, and I am talking about mostly undergraduate studies, mostly generic in nature, and there will be interdisciplinary courses. Basic science subjects are integral part of the courses, whether it is engineering or not. But from my personal experience, I can say that at least in engineering, basic science subjects are not properly taught, although they are in the curriculum. So if we want a better outcome, the basic science subjects also should be given much more weightage in teaching. And how much load we should give, because outcome very much depends on the load that we put on the students. Many a times we all, our experts, we say that this is useful to the student, that is useful to the student. So therefore ultimately we end up with a huge sort of content which makes the student extremely loaded and stressed. And there, in that scenario, we can't expect proper outcome. Then hands-on training, in my opinion, very much required, and if it is engineering, absolutely required. You know, nowadays many students do virtual laboratories. I am not against virtual laboratories, but virtual laboratories should be followed by an actual laboratory. Otherwise, we just show an instrument and this is the knob. I move the mouse, the knob rotates. I can show you, tell you from my experience, if somebody goes to a laboratory, that very student will not be able to connect that ammeter or voltmeter. It's not that easy, just looking from the virtual laboratory to the actual laboratory. So virtual laboratory should be there, but it should be followed by the actual laboratory. So hands-on training is a must if we want a good outcome. Project-based learning, we talk about experts, we talk about project-based learning. It's very good. In fact, some of the projects, if they are socially relevant, excellent. But there is a problem. This project-based learning is student-centric, but much more faculty-centric. Because if the faculty is not properly trained in project-based learning, then what happens is, outside the institution, on the road, there will be shops which will be giving you the projects, and all those project-based learning will fall flat on the face of it. So therefore, we should have a proper faculty or faculty training if we want project-based learning. Industry-relevant projects, yes, absolutely necessary if we want a good outcome. But as I said, or as we know, that industry-relevant project doesn't come up one fine morning. You wake up, have a cup of tea, and then immediately you get an idea, this is an industry-relevant project. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. We should have a very close industry-academia interaction, then only this will take place. So therefore, they are all interlinked if we want to have a good outcome in research. And finally, my last comment, should we have research component in undergraduate studies? That's another issue. In my opinion, yes, because these undergraduate students need to be integrated into the teachers' groups, and they will be then potential candidates for a very good master students, and some of them will be a very good PhD students. So in my opinion, this is the high time that we incorporate research in undergraduate students. These are my comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.